Today on TDJs, the battle of the sexes is going crazy in here.
We are fighting for equal footing.
Wait 1 minute, wait 1 minute.
Love how you look in the mirror first.
You guys just need to be normal.
Wow. Plus, we're putting newlywed couples to the ultimate test.
Let's do this.
Who is your wife's celebrity crush? We're getting into dangerous waters now. And breaking the internet to prove that grace comes in all sizes. How cool. Today it's the battle of the sexes. As you can see, my audience is split down the middle, men versus women. Now, are the two genders really that different? We'll see. We're going to talk about this very divide for the next hour. You are getting ready to get down to the real nitty-gritty of what's really going on between men and women. It's going to be a fiery debate between men and women, and it's going to be so powerful, it's going to spark conversation everywhere. Recently, we did a show called The Power of Beauty. Take a look at this, because this is where it all started. We are talking about the power of beauty today.
I'm listening to what these men were saying, and they're saying they want a woman that smiles, but she can't smile too much. Change the pressures that women face, and we won't feel these pressures to be perfect.
What is the pressures that women face? What are they? Come on, come on. The thing is, we never put this pressure upon you guys. You guys put the pressure upon yourself.
Why in the world should it matter what a man demands or wants or likes or doesn't like?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh is right. Well, folks, these guests are back to face off for our first ever show about the battle of the sexes. I hope I got some insurance. You might remember our panel. Please welcome Simha, Denise, Dana, Brian, John, and Patrick. Now, we asked the viewers at home to tell us what they want to talk about so we could debate it here today, because things got really heated last time. I have a bell that will go off, and that means everybody chill out. So let's get things started. You ready? Brian, on the last show, you disagreed with Dana when she said men put pressure on women to be perfect. Tell us why.
Well, as you've seen from the last show, you know, she believed that we were the ones that actually put pressure upon women, which is not us. They're putting the pressure upon themselves as far as other women. They're putting pressure as far as trying to attract that man, and usually that makes you guys a target. Always going to be a target for most men. But the thing is, it's just that you guys honestly need to just stop doing with all the makeup, trying to just make yourself into something that you're not. You guys just need to be normal. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, now, natural beauty, that's what you want.
Natural beauty?
It's...
They're all wearing makeup. Makeup chair today.
Yeah.
So are you saying that men are just as vain as women?
Look, I don't think anyone is. It's not about being vain. No. It's about adhering to society's pressures to be perfect. Yes. Both men and women face these pressures. It's not just women. Look, when women are saying that we struggle and that it's tough for us, we're not saying you don't struggle. But I'm saying that what women deal with is really, really difficult. And what has happened is that society has placed this ideal body, thin, white, tall, young.
And let you guys go along with.
I'm not done.
There isn't. Don't worry, gentlemen. Don't worry.
Where's my bell? Where's my bell?
Don't worry.
Perfectly able.
John, I think it's your turn.
But we're still unable to reach that because right now all women are doing is focusing on our thigh gap instead of our pay gap. Because what's happening is that the image that society is telling you is perfect is unattainable. And so you're constantly striving to do that instead of focusing on how to uplift all of us so that we're all on equal footing. And the pay gap,
but we're not on equal footing.
You guys don't want to be on equal footing.
We're not on equal footing. So the pay gap is that white women make 77 cents on the dollar of men. That's not including women of color, Latinx women, trans women, all of these women who make less and less money as you go down the list.
For the same job.
For the same job. And so we are fighting for equal footing. We are not fighting for more.
All right, I'm going to move this along a little bit. Somehow you said something last time that was kind of revolutionary for me. You said, why in the world would a woman care what a man thinks in the first place?
That's not quite what I said, but
close.
Close. Well, I just thought
it is what you said.
Hey, that's what I heard, right? That was the correct wording.
Excuse me, I wanted to interrupt you. Please
No, it's okay. I'm sorry about that.
So what I said was, why were we putting so much emphasis on what you guys were demanding of us when really, of course, we are social creatures and it does matter what people think of you. However, if there's not the self-love there first, people can tell you you're beautiful and amazing all day long. It's not going to validate you.
Right.
You need to do what you need to do for yourself. Love how you look in the mirror first, then we can worry about the men.
So basically like this. You don't need anybody to validate you every day as, hold on a second, one second. Let me just ask you a question. What if we walk down the street and say you guys are beautiful and you guys just walk past us like we're some type of creep?
The same way you smile at someone on the street when they walk by.
That's a pressure for you guys.
But ask me, why do you guys do that? Why do you guys just walk away? Why don't you guys say thank you?
Oh, I always say thank you.
What if there's a different class right now?
Wait.
There's a different class.
Wait. Let me check something out. How many women in this room, when a guy says you look nice and you don't know while you're walking down the street, how many of you say thank you?
Of course. No.
How many women in the room don't say anything, you keep it moving?
Yes.
Because I worry about my safety.
Okay, so it does happen. It does happen.
Unfortunate, but that's not all of us.
But if
You're right.
you're worried as your safety as a woman, correct? But the thing is, it's like this. Look, you're worried for your safety. But the thing is, we're just trying to be honestly nice to you.
But not everybody does.
But it doesn't matter.
But no, you can't blame us.
It doesn't matter. You guys should just take the compliment and just go along with it.
We're right. Well, everyone in the audience.
You guys become targets when you guys don't do this.
Okay, so back to this target thing. Targets of what? Because you said we put a target on
Oh, you guys, okay.
For what? Explain this to me.
Okay, you guys become a personal target because the thing is, you guys walk down the street, you don't say anything, you guys dress the way you want. That's perfect, that's great. But the thing is, when you show that much, yeah, you don't think a guy's gonna try to holler at you? Nice guys will actually say, hey, how you doing? But other guys will be like, hey, mama, what you doing? This and that. Then you guys blow them off. Then the guy's gonna walk down the street and start calling you names. But you guys put that upon yourself.
I will say it's nice when anyone, a man or a woman, says to you, hey, I like your lipstick, I like your nails. I just noticed that to you. And they really mean it and genuine. It feels good from anybody. And it's the nicest thing in the world.
That's the thing. Good manners, being kind to one another, that shouldn't be exclusive of a sex.
Okay, enough fighting about that. Now let's move on to our first dating topic posted on social media. This question is from Anthony. He posted, why do women still expect the guy, hold on now, to pay for the date? Jada, what do you think about this?
So I think there's two parts of this.
Okay.
One is we have to look at the history of women and the pay gap, or women not being allowed to actually work. For the last 100 years, I never heard my grandfather complaining that he was taking my grandmother out to dinner or paying for anything. I never heard my mother complain about it. What changed is that women are now in the workforce, in the workplace, and men believe that women are on equal footing, when in actuality we're not. It goes back to the pay difference, that we're making less
I do believe
money.
there still is an adjustment happening in the world to have equality between men and women and pay rates over time. It still is balancing out.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
There really is.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand this. Make it easy on old school here. Are you saying that it depends on who has the most money, who should pick up the check?
I think it's a preference.
No,
Look,
that's a good question.
Whoever asks who out, that's who should pay for the date.
I agree with that too. I agree.
I think a man or a woman should be able to say nowadays in 2016, hey, I would like to take you on a date. And it would be nice if a woman would be able to say, hey, I would like to take you out sometime.
Right.
If you would like.
Well, with that same sentiment, I've also been asked asked on a date and sat there when the check came out, and he looked dumb as hell. Like, he literally sat there and thought I was going to pay for the bill for him on a first date.
Wow.
So I think that there are levels to be had here. I think if the woman asks a guy on a date, okay, whatever. But I think that there's something really lovely about manners and about kind of that old gentlemanly quality that, yeah, you should want to take care of me, at least on the first date. Second date, third date, fourth date, we'll figure it out as we go.
True.
Right? But that first date...
That's a lot of dates. Let's go to something else. Can a man and a woman just be friends?
Yes. I think so.
Totally platonic relationship.
Yeah.
I get a no over here.
Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
And
yeah, friends are friends. You know, it's hard to find a good friend, period. But
yeah.
You just made a lot of friends.
Yeah, you just made a lot of friends.
Yeah. So what do the ladies think?
I agree. I think men and women absolutely can be friends.
Right.
Just platonic relationships.
so.
Nothing else.
I have never had it be the case. I've tried many times. I'm one of the girls who always hangs out with the guys, likes to watch sports, likes to drink a beer. And I have yet to find a long-standing relationship with a man who wasn't either, you know, dating one of my best friends or that we grew up with when we were 12. I always find that things seem to get complicated, whether it's with a girlfriend of theirs getting jealous and things complicating or feelings growing on either side. I have yet to find that magical dynamic where friendship exists without any sexual tension or sexual wants.
I agree.
You know what? Our conversation is just heating up around here. I want to know what the men think. Can men and women just be friends? Go to TD Jakes Show on Facebook and sound off. When we come back, we're going to find out how our men feel about women who are celibate. More with the Battle of the Sexes after the break. Coming up.
You have to be respectful to the other person and let them know that why you want to be celibate. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm so lost.
No, we're completely confused. And later, what message do you want people to take away from your story?
Hi, my name is Devin, and I have been single for 36 years. The reason why is that I have never been asked out to dinner before. Most guys, they just want me to come over and watch a movie and then put their hands all over me. So I'm actually wondering, like, if there are guys out there who actually ask a girl out to dinner and open the door for them and bring them flowers and do all that sweet stuff that we only see in movies. Are they out there, or is that just like Noah from The Notebook?
It's a battle of the sexes today, and I'm telling you, it is hot and heavy in here. That was Devin, who says she's tired of touchy-feely guys. Are men and women really that different when it comes to what they need from the opposite sex? Kelly posted the following question: why are men reluctant to date celibate women? But before I get into that, I want to go back and answer that question. You get what you allow, sis. If you don't want men to treat you that way, I follow Nancy Reagan's rule: just say no.
That's right.
It'll work every time. Now, you were talking about men and women could be friends before the break.
Yeah.
And my question to you is, you say that that's possible until we marry you, and then when we marry you, and you say, who are you talking to on the phone?
Right.
That's my best friend, Kelly.
She's a female, and now
Exactly.
That's fine.
It's fine?
Well, from my personal experience, my father has female friends, my mother has male friends, my boyfriend has female friends, I have male friends. We're okay. But the thing that you have to focus on is not who your partner is friends with. You have to focus on the security within your relationship. That will allow you to be friends with whoever you want.
Okay. Good answer.
Yeah.
How many women out there are cool with your boyfriend or your husband having a best friend that's female? Hold your hand up. It looks like it's about 50%. The hands got weak. It was like this. At first they were like this, and then they the hands kind of went like this, because they just remembered that he's gonna see you on TV. Yeah. Okay, John, what about this celibate thing? Where do you stand when the girl says to you that she wants to be celibate? Is the date over?
No, the date's not over. I mean, the young lady that I'm actually dating right now, we're celibate. You know, it's fine. I get. and the thing is, it's like this. A lot of guys, we don't really care. A lot of guys do care, but at the same time, you know, I go to her house. You know, I bring her flowers. I bring her, you know, whatever she needs. She tells me to go to Macy's and go pick her up some lipstick. Yeah, I'll go and do it. I might want to go get myself a hamburger. It doesn't matter. So the thing is, with being celibate, it's fine because eventually, sometime later, it's going to happen regardless. You're putting in the time, and once the time's in, you're going to get what you want out of it. But the thing is,
oh, brother, I'm moving over to this side. I'm moving over here. Yeah, I'm going to come over here with her where it's safe.
Hold on a second.
Wow.
But the thing is, once you get what you wanted out of it, that's fine. But the thing is, what you have to do is you have to stay who you are. You got to do the same thing that you've been doing in a relationship and not change yourself because you just got it. Most guys change, but there's really genuine guys that won't change.
I think that it is nice nowadays in the world of technology. We are so intrigued with internet and technology that we don't know how to talk to someone that we see in front of us and say, hey, I would like to ask you out on a date. So I agree with you. I like that you're celibate. You're doing something more traditional so you can get to know somebody, really know them without the sex component involved.
Well, ladies, respond to that. What's your feeling about that?
Well, I've just recently started dating. I've been single for almost 5 years, and when I started dating someone recently, I didn't even get to the first kiss till like the 4th or 5th date. And I thought there was something really beautiful about that. Granted, you know, you have your own outcome and your own responses, and that's fine. I didn't see this person as someone who was just waiting for the finish line, someone who was waiting to get in my hand.
But it has nothing to do with the finish line.
Correct. But you were saying you're going to get what you're going to get, and that's not necessarily true, because right now I'm dating. So we might make it to 5, 6 months later, and we never got to that, and that's fine as well. We got to know each other. There's much deeper connections than a sexual one.
But at the same time, it's like this. Say like you get to the 6th month, and that all happens, right? Say like
or it doesn't, like it did not.
So the thing is, we're on the same page as far as what we're talking about. It's not about getting to the end of the race. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. But you're saying, we're going 5 months. What if the 6th month comes and you actually do it?
The question isn't it's going to happen or not happen, is that we're pre-programmed now where everything is of easy access. People are giving it left and right. And we need to find the power and control back on ourselves.
So women that are easy.
Correct. But there's also men who will stick around for the 6 months. I'm not looking for a short-term fling or something of 6 months of substance. I'm looking for marriage. I'm looking for long-term. I'm looking for something real. So it might not be 6 months down the line. It might be a wedding ring later that goes down. And who's to say that there's anything wrong with that?
Let me jump in here for a minute. Do you believe, as I do, that when couples get sexual, sometimes it becomes a way of avoiding getting to know each other really in a way that matters? That in fact there is a difference between sex and intimacy?
Absolutely.
That intimacy is defined, I define intimacy as intimacy. And sometimes people cannot see into you when they're seeing onto you. I'm just saying.
No.
There's nothing wrong with also wanting to have sex.
I agree with you on that.
And women shouldn't be slut-shamed at all for wanting to have sex or not wanting to have sex.
Listen, most of the time, people who are celibate are women.
That's not.
Where
are you getting that statistic?
Come on.
Where is that from?
Come on. Most of the time, it's younger people who don't know any better, and they listen to their parents. Hold off until marriage, this and that. Or sometimes when people are celibate, it might be because of a medical issue.
So?
Right.
So what is that? What is the point of that comment at all? Because for me, I'm celibate because I have an 8-year-old, and because I want to take care of my relationship.
That might be an issue.
And it has nothing to do with anything medical.
Do you understand?
No.
How does that come in advance of the conversation?
That makes no sense.
It can be any range of issues. It could be medical. It could be your faith, your commitment. Maybe you're a Christian. What's wrong with that?
What is wrong?
And it is your body and it is your choice. Nobody gets to make the choice for you but you.
And it doesn't matter if it's a medical issue. You have a medical issue. It doesn't matter why you make the choices you do because it's your body.
Right.
Ring the bell. I'm going out on that. When we come back, we're going to find out why men are intimidated, or are they intimidated by successful women? We'll find out when we come back. Oh. Coming up.
Let's do this.
Who is your wife's celebrity crush? We're getting into dangerous waters now. And we are back with the battle of the sexes. I've asked my beautiful wife of 34 years to help me out with this part of the show. Give a brother some love. Please welcome Mrs. Serena Jace. Give her a big round of applause one more time. So, we're about to meet 3 married couples.
Yes.
They want to test the other's knowledge on how much they know about each other.
Okay.
We'll see how this is going to go. The couples will be facing off in our very own anniversary game. Couples, introduce yourselves, please.
We are the Boscos.
And the newlyweds.
Oh.
I'm Penelope.
This is Penelope and I'm Tony. How's it going? I'm Stan.
And I'm Elvira.
And we're the Phillips.
Hey, I'm Mika.
And I'm Darian.
And we're the Joneses.
Here are the rules. In the first round, I'll be asking 3 questions to the husbands to see how well they really know their wives.
Yeah.
Each question is worth 1 point. And in the second round, my wife Sarita will ask the ladies 2 questions. Round 2 questions will also be worth 1 point. The winner will walk away with a wonderful staycation at the Portofino Hotel and Marina. And they're going to stay. Yes, they are, in the Oceanside Luxury Suite, as well as enjoy a fine dining experience at Portofino's Fine Dining Restaurant. Are you ready for this prize? Let's start the first question, fellas. Here we go. What is your wife's least favorite body part? Oh, God. Tony, what did you say?
Stomach.
Okay, let's see if he got it right. Uh-oh. Penelope put her hands up. You're in the wrong direction, man. Let's see what Stan picked on this question. Stan, let me hear from you.
Stomach.
Elvira? Uh-oh. All right, Darian, the ball is in your court. You got to come out with this. You got to come out. You got to bail us out. Mika? Uh-oh. Y'all should switch over with the wrong person. Okay, so nobody got that answer correct. Let's move on to the next question. Y'all aren't doing too good.
At all.
Not at all. The next question we asked the husbands was, who is your wife's celebrity crush? We're getting into dangerous waters now. Let's see what Tony wrote.
Can you blame her? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Penelope? You're a long ways away. Stan, let's see who you wrote.
Josh Duhamel.
There's some pillow talk about that, I can tell. Darren, let's see what you wrote. Mika. Idris Elba. All right. Game is getting interesting. Last question for the fellas. What year did you meet? Be careful, because women remember everything. Tony, what year did you and your wife Penelope meet?
2010.
Penelope? I don't want to ride home in your car. Stan, let's see what you wrote.
2,000?
He's looking like he's not really sure. Elvira? Oh, my God.
It's close.
Darian, bail us out, bro.
No, I think
And Mika, confirm. We're going to take a break. They got a lot of splaining to do up here. Couple Stan and Elvira and Darian and Mika are tied with 1 point each. Oh, but hold your horses. The wives are up next. We'll see who's going to win when we come back. Hey, y'all, we are back with our married couples, and we're putting them to the ultimate test. Stan and Elvira and Mika and Darian, each one had 1 point.
Right now, it's the ladies' turns. Ladies, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's start with this question. What's the longest you went without talking? Penelope, what did you say?
Ooh.
Oh, full day. Tony, what's the longest you went without talking? Yes. All right, Elvira, let's see what you put. Stan, did you get it right? Oh, I'm sorry for you. Mika, what's the longest you've gone without talking? 4 hours. Darian, let's see your answer. Oh, I'm sad for you. Okay, so this is the last question, guys, okay? What's your wife's favorite song? Penelope, let's see what you put. Tony, what's your answer?
Anything Bee Gees.
Okay. All right. Elvira, let's see your card. Stan, what's your answer?
Boy George, come from me.
Boy George.
Okay, Mika, your favorite song. Usher. Darian, let's see your favorite song. Come on. You got this. Ooh. Well, it looks like we have a winner. Tony and Penelope have 2 points, and they are on their way to Portofino Hotel and the marina in Redondo Beach, California, for a relaxing weekend. Good luck, you guys.
Don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be right back. Coming up, she was tired of being a cheerleader for her high school and decided, check this out, to try out for an all-male football team.
They all said, no way, you're 5 feet tall and you're too small, you wouldn't be able to. And that really drove me to actually go and do it because I really don't like being told that I can't accomplish something that I know I can.
Hey, we're back. We've been talking about differences between the sexes today, and there are a lot of differences. Now it's time to meet a young man who is breaking the internet to prove that grace comes in all sizes. His video went viral with 90 million views. Joining us by Skype is Eric Kavanaugh. Eric, welcome to the show. So, Eric, how did you get into contemporary dance?
Well, I've always been in the theater world. I went to a high school that was a creative and performing arts. I majored in theater. By the end of my sophomore year, I came to the realization that I did not really care for acting as much as I really did for dancing. So my heart wanted to switch over to the dance department and train there, and that's what I ended up doing.
Wow, you certainly did. You certainly did, big time. Eric, what message do you want people to take away from your story?
I want people to know that limitations are not something that can stop you. You can't let other people set how far you go or how good you'll be. You set your journey and you follow it, and anything is possible.
Well, thank you very much for that powerful message. I got to go home and practice my back bends a little bit. Good luck, Eric. Take care of yourself, man. God bless.
Thank you so much.
That's not all. My next guest recently made national news when she was tired of being a cheerleader for her high school and decided, check this out, to try out for an all-male football team. Guess what? Girlfriend made it too, y'all. Ashley, come on out. Amazing. Amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat. Wow. It's not every day I get to interview somebody who was a cheerleader and then went out for an all-male football team. Tell me about how that came about.
Well, I was cheering on the sidelines, and it was a lot of fun. I loved basing and cheering for the guys, and I watched the game, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very intriguing sport, and then I said to the cheerleaders, I was like, hey, imagine if I played football. And I said it to a bunch of people, and they all said, no way, you're 5 feet tall, 5'1", and you're too small, you wouldn't be able to. And that really drove me to actually go and do it, because I really don't like being told that I can't accomplish something that I know I can.
Wow, amazing. So I want to know, because that's quite a transition from pom-poms to footballs. How did you train? How did you prepare for this?
Well, I started going into the weight room right after cheerleading with all the guys. And eventually I was told that I'd have to pass a set of standards that the guys wouldn't have to pass in order to get onto the football team. That consisted of 40 consecutive push-ups, a shuttle run in 9 seconds, a flexibility sit and reach test, 57 sit-ups in a minute, and a mile in 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Ooh. So they didn't make it easy for you, it just was what it was.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I play wide receiver and safety.
Wow. So your mom is here, and I want to hear from you, Tanya. What was it like when she came home and told you, guess what I want to do?
Well, she came home and spoke to my husband and myself, and we said, Ashley, are you crazy?
Right, right.
What do you mean you want to play football? Why do you want to play football? She said, you have no valid reason why I shouldn't play, except that I'm a girl.
Wow.
And she was right.
So Ashley, tell me, you are some girl. How do people treat you now? Do they get it?
The guys accept me because they know that I'm determined and I'm serious about the sport too, and I'm not going to take it as a joke. And I think we're going to go far next year.
Wow. Well, congratulations to you. You can actually be or do anything if you want to. We're proud of you and excited for you. It's an amazing time. There are no stereotypical roles for people anymore. Breaking boundaries, doing their own thing, going where the brave dare not trod. Much success to you. Give it up for her one more time. There is something that we wanted to do. I had something I'm going to get up. I just want to share with you. Because of your amazing bravery, we want to present you with a special gift from us here at the show. That's for you. In the Village. Hold it up so they can see the back of it, too. Yeah. You are in the Village, girl. Good luck, Ashley. Thank you so much. If you know someone who is breaking barriers, log on to tdjshow.com and tell me all about it. We'll be right back after this. Thank you. That's amazing. That's amazing. Coming up.
But I have to say this. No, I have to say this. You guys make it negative for women to make more money than you.
Now ring the bell up in here. Hold on.
There's a lot of animosity between men and women. Why can't we just all get along?
We are back with the battle of the sexes. It's going crazy in here. We are exploring if men and women are really that different when it comes to what they want or need from the opposite sex. Let's find out what our panel has to say on the topic of money. Janet posted, why do men feel intimidated by successful women? Brian?
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not intimidated by a woman that has a lot of money. You know, if... Thank you, gentlemen.
The brothers are really backing you up right there. No, it don't bother me. I'm down with it, man.
You know, it's like, you know, I don't mind if they make a lot of the money. Maybe there's something I can't do or they can't do. But the thing is, it's like, you guys are bringing the breadwinning home. Okay, that's fine. But at the same time, maybe we can build you something. Maybe we can take you out to dinner. Maybe we could be romantic, this and that. You know, sometimes you guys are the better half of us. That's why we can't do anything without you guys. But sometimes you guys don't realize that.
Let me jump in here a minute. How many guys are a little old school and you like to be the provider in the relationship? Hold your hand up. Oh, there you are. I thought I was alone. Yeah, you got my back on that? But here's the question. If you started dating someone that made more money, would you back away because you couldn't compete? No, you just like it that way.
A strong, powerful woman is not a threat to your masculinity. It's not. It's not.
Kanisha, you look like you've been dying to jump in here. Let's go, girl.
Okay, it is the Ring of Fire, and I'm definitely going to answer that, but it's two things that I have to point out. One, when you said, how do men put the pressure for women to be beautiful, you own everything. You own Victoria's Secrets. You own advertising. You put out those beauties and standards that we cannot reach. So that is all men. No, I'm not finished. You guys make it negative for women to make more money than you. Men do that to men, and you have to bring more to the table than corny jokes and the illustrious curls on your head. You have to give us something. You have to give us, you have to teach us something and educate us. That's why you are intimidated.
Ring the bell. I'm going to bring my experts in on this, and let's go a little bit further into this. I want to get your thoughts. You've been hearing so much about it. Please welcome my relationship and dating expert, Deanna, and life coach, Jerod. We're going to hear from both of you. You've been listening at all of this. What's going on?
You know, there's a lot of animosity between men and women. Why can't we just all get along?
Of course.
I believe that men they're primarily wired towards certain things. First and foremost is reproduction. So that's why men are geared towards beauty. They're gonna fall in love with a woman's beauty first, and then with her heart, you know, with her personality and everything. And for women, they're more wired towards, you know, signs of success and signs of confidence and ambition and humor. And those are the kinds of things that women are more wired towards. And men, I don't believe that men are actually intimidated by a successful, smart woman. Most guys are not. It's just that most women, they don't really enhance their femininity. They lead with this ability. They're trying to dominate men. I think that when men, you know, I think that what's going on is it's when women misuse that power. They just lead with the dominance and the lead with the, you know, the success and the
So dominance
ambition.
and success is masculine, not feminine?
No, I'm saying that actually it is. But a lot of women use it in a way to control a guy.
Success is masculine. Do you know what you're saying? And you're saying that you're a life coach and you're helping women, and you're telling
I'm not saying that success is masculine.
You
just I'm saying that being dominant is considered masculine.
Why can't a woman be dominant?
She can be, but I'm just saying that could intimidate men. That could push men away.
Because the things you put us in a box.
Because you want to be treated like a lady too. You want men to pay for things and stuff. You want to be treated like a lady too.
Hold on. Jared, Let me hear from you.
Wow, you guys, there's some passion going on here. This is really, really interesting. So kind of like what you were saying with that is that there is about 5,000 years of evolutionary biology that we lived in a patriarchal society, and that's been passed down father to son, generation to generation. We took the thought work out of it for a long time. A man was this and a woman was this. And what happened was there was some oppression that was happening. You know, that patriarchal male was kind of coming out, and they were sloppily oppressing women. And women said, hey, no, this is crap. And they came out and they became feminists.
Right.
And
Good for them.
feminism is an amazing thing. We should be complete and total equals on all playing fields.
Just listen to what he said. Feminism is an amazing thing,
However,
and we should be complete and total equals.
However, I think that a lot of women didn't realize that this fight for feminism was going on. They didn't even, I don't think a lot of females really understand what feminism is.
Right.
And I don't think that they necessarily made a decision on whether or not they want to be involved in that or not. So what that does is it creates this chaos between men and women trying to figure out where that middle ground is. Women want equality, but they still want some of that patriarchal stuff. Men want feminine, men want women to be feminine, but they also want some of that strong independent stuff. So that is what this battle of the sexes is really all about.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail down on the head, just my personal view. The other part about it, I think you have to be careful with this feminist attitude that you don't become so overbearing in your opinion that you make other women feel small if they think differently. What's different? But that's overbearing. Whether it's a man being overbearing or a woman overbearing, you don't get to force your thoughts on me just because that's how you think about it. There are many women in here who want to be covered by a man, and there's nothing wrong with that either. All right. Wow, it's getting crazy in here. Thanks to all the men and women on my panel, and a special thanks to relationship expert Deanna and life coach Jerod. You helped me a whole lot. We'll be right back. We've had an entertaining day today talking about the battle of the sexes. It's been enlightening. It's been a lot of fun. When it comes to women, it's not one size fits all. All women don't think any one particular way, and don't let anybody intimidate you into telling you what you have got to think or be in order to be a legit woman or man. We are unique, every one of us, with our own footprint, our own voice print. Be you, do you, and enjoy you. If you have a story to share, hit me up on Facebook. Or go to my website, tdjakeshow.com, and submit your story. Thanks to all of my guests. Been amazing. I'll see you next time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. You ain't a guest. You stuck with me. Thank you. Thank you.